all the other myths and
There's usually like another god or
sometimes, but generally what's
The universe chaos.
chaos. So chaos is a weird word. It's CHAOS. All right, so we have a sovereign lord versus the chaos or the variety of deities or some abyss full of bleh, that something happens out of, okay? Then what is the method or the mechanism? You could put method or mechanism of creation. In the Bible, how did God create? What was his method?
speaking.
Speaking his word. Yep,
He used his
good. How about over here with chaos?
chaos.
Chance. It's all just chance or a whim, right? It happened by accident. Good. All right. How? Let's see the mode of creation. MODE. In the Bible,
What's that tapping noise?
or in creation myths. Pick one. What did creation myths have to already have in place in order for their creation to take place?
Pre-existing
Matter, pre-existing matter. Okay. What's the only thing that was in place before creation? God. So the providence is the word that Grant uses. He was he was existent for all time. All right? What are the means of creation? Yeah, I'm not sure it's his word that he uses here, means. I'm trying to think of, creation is based though on, maybe basis would be a better word here. Could just put it together with that, means or the basis. So God's creation is an objective, in other words, it can be known, and it's based on ethics. Okay, so objective and then / ethics. So what do you think, what would be the opposite of this?
Subjective.
Subjective,
Immoral. Not ethical.
so it's subject,
I know, but like, is there anything?
yeah, and a / uh-huh. Yeah, so there isn't, like this, to me, objective is more like black and white truth. This is, everything's kind of relative, kind of subjective. And anarchy is the other word he uses to describe it, because anarchy is the opposite of an ethical approach to life. Would that make sense?
Can you spell it? Yep.
Uh-huh. Then what's the consequence of
Yeah.
creation?
Bessie.
Uh-huh. QUENCE. I think.
Yeah, see.
Is that right? That's C. Okay. So what's the consequence of creation here?
Paradise.
Okay. We talked about it's one of our values too of
Meaning.
meaning and meaning and truth. We have God truly revealed in his creation, right? And who did Jesus say he was? I am the truth. Okay, and then over here though we're left with feeling and life and experience. Whatever feels good, whatever, the consequence of this creation is feeling and experience. Feeling
And experience.
and experience, yeah. So you may experience one thing this time, and it might be a different experience next time, because it's all subjective. It's not, there's no black and white, there's no truth, it's all kind of up in the air. And then the last area is the character. And this one was a little bit hard for me to understand, but remember that the Bible story of creation reveals more about who God is. So you've got personality there. You're learning who the person of God is.
Is the character for what? The character.
And the character of God, yeah.
A.
Lity, you're good. And here, it's the opposite, would be impersonal, impersonality.
Oh, like of the creator, I guess, sort of.
Yes,
So like the universe created and it's no like a personal relationship with it.
exactly,
This is like, yeah.
exactly.
Person.
Because we think about the covenant we have with God, our creator, and its impact on the meaning of our life, whereas there is no,
Even if it
There
was
is-
a creator, it was just like somebody who did something and left.
and left,
Yeah.
yeah, they're not around anymore, they are not even involved in your life anymore, and the difference between that. So I know these are, like these charts, you have to dig a little bit to try to understand, like I had to figure out examples of how, and put my own words in place sometimes in order to understand the contrasts. Does that make sense? But I think that this does a really good job. Again, this is good material that you could use in your papers where you could talk about the differences between these two ideas of where we all came from. And you could, this is a contrast. This is contrasting these two different cosmologies or ideas of origins. Okay, so